Hey there, crypto family. Today I am here joined with a very, very important person that I've gotten the chance to have a lot of conversations with. And it's something that is so unique, so different that I had to take a deeper look before I passed it up. And I'm grateful that I have, because what James Ward has done here is combine the world of cryptocurrency, which we're all very familiar with something that is for fun and entertainment, which is sports, and bringing these two mega worlds together to create opportunities where opportunities does not yet exist. And that's something the masses understand sports, and something that the masses don't understand cryptocurrency. Bringing those two worlds in a good harmony is going to allow us to not just do well in this space, but to convey this opportunity to our friends, families, to strangers, because they know sports and they may not know cryptocurrency. So James, really appreciate you doing something as grand as this. I wanted people to get the vision of what you're creating here from directly the top, which is you, because you're creating in a very unique company that's not been really heard of in the cryptocurrency space. And we are very curious.
Yeah, sure. Well, Zal, first of all, I appreciate you taking the time and your leadership to allow me to come out and speak to everybody. Now, I mean, as far as our company, where we're at, where we're going, it's an exciting time. Just as Sal said, you know, being able to combine the sports industry with crypto is a huge thing. We believe we're taking things a little bit further. You know, there's so many opportunities out there, as you guys know, in the crypto space that are directed towards, you know, the trading, arbitrage, Forex, things of that nature. And that's awesome. I mean, that's really good. But to have a unique opportunity that can help diversify you into a crypto space that you probably haven't seen before, which is sports trading, I think is not only a unique idea, it's something that the masses are going to be attracted to. Because just like you said, Sal, I mean, you can go out there and you can talk to family members and friends about it without having to, you know, draw a bunch of circles and X's and O's for them to understand a comp plan or anything like that, right? It's an easy conversation. So we really feel like we're creating a movement here. We're breaking the mold in the industry. I mean, as you can see, we're out in front of it as well, which most companies are not. We can have a conversation here today and be clear with each other. So you can look me in the eyes and you know, hey, it's not a Wizard of Oz behind the scenes that are pulling the strings, right? So I think that that's important as well. But we're just getting rolling here, and we're excited about where we're going as a company. So,
speaking of just getting rolling, I understand that we are very young, maybe a few months or weeks. How young are we?
Yeah, so we went into pre-launch on August 11th. We officially launched on October 1st. So yeah, so we just launched on October 1st. And here's the deal. I know a lot of companies spend 6 months in a pre-launch. I'm not a pre-launch guy. My philosophy is if your system's ready, then rock and roll. Now, even though we were in pre-launch, we've actually been paying people and paying commissions and our trader bonuses since August 11th. So it's not like it just started on October 1st. So people have gotten a feel of where we're going. But yeah, we're definitely still in the infancy stages as a company. And, you know, you're one of the very first people and one of the first leaders to actually get on board with this as well, you and your team.
Now, before we dive into the concept of how you guys make money for us, I want to share with the people watching 3 major elements that I absolutely love about this, that I find unique about this. First and foremost, your transparency is so refreshing and so revitalizing to find in the cryptocurrency space, because what you're doing is you're not only leading from the front, but you're also providing in as many ways as possible. Here is exactly how we're making money. To actually announce the trades before the games are played, that is so rare. It's like a trader in all the other trading companies saying, this is my trade before the trade closes. You know, it's always easy in hindsight, but to say it before it happens, transparency is amazing here. Secondly, the payouts, from what I understand, don't go into a holding wallet. They go directly into the Bitcoin deposit address that you put in. So whether you request a payout, or which there isn't requesting a payout, because every day, if you earn a commission, every day you should earn a commission, but on top of that, if you earn more commission, all of that gets pushed out into your wallet. So you can get paid every single day here, right?
That's right. That's right.
And the third thing is the binary, to allow leaders such as myself and others to come in and support their team, not just from a standpoint of here's materials, here's encouragement, here's support, but here is me leading by actually growing the organization and dropping some people in your organization. That model of teamwork, making the dream work is really, really well understood here. And so now let's dive into how do you guys make money, and what exactly is this? Is this your fantasy trading? Is this your casual trading, or how and who are doing the trading for us?
Yeah, well, first of all, I love those 3 points, Sal, and I do think those are definitely important, especially when you're talking about sports trading. Because I want you to imagine for a second. I mean, if we wanted to put the trades in after we did them, it'd be like having an almanac with all the winners and losers, and we can make you believe whatever we want. So even today we have, I think, probably 10 different games live. So let me explain to you what that even means. Okay. As a company, we go out there and we have connected with what we consider the very best handicappers in the world. So what that means is this: they look at every single game and every single sport. So we work with people that specialize in specific sports. So there might be an NFL handicapper, there might be an NBA, there might be an English Premier Soccer League handicapper. So across the board of any sport in almost any country that you could imagine, we work with these people that are the best of the best. And what they do is they look at a game and they determine the probability of an outcome of a game, okay? And based on their statistics, based on their mathematics, they come back to us and say, look, the probability of the outcome of this game is this. This team to win by this much, this many points to be scored. There's so many different aspects that can be an outcome of a game. And based upon the probability percentage, we as a company then to determine with our money management skills what portion of the capital we would like to do that. Now, this is important because, when you're trading versus a financial market, usually you have a good majority of your capital in the market and you're trying to time that, right? That's just the reality of it. I was a trader for 10 years before I ever got network marketing. So I was on the equities and options and derivative sides, and that's all about technical charts reading and trying to time it. Here, what's cool about it is there's no outside influences, right? There's no government, there's no people at the top that can move the market. You have the players and you have the coaches, and that's the only thing that determines the outcome of a game. So what we do is with our company, we never have more than 17% of our entire capital working in any given day. And to split that up even further, that would be over multiple games. But what we do is we determine which games have the highest probability, and those are the ones that we focus a good majority of our capital on when we're out there doing these sports wagers. So I think that that's so important. And the last thing, just to kind of comment on what you said, as far as a transparency standpoint, at any given day, you can look in our back office. You can see our wins, our losses, our pushes, our draws, the same thing. But you can also see live games. We have a thing back there that blinks if a game is live. That means that it's still going on right now. We place all of our games before they start, not after they start, but before they start. So there's no way of making stuff up. You can see exactly what we're doing as a company, and you could even use them if you wanted, if that's something you were into.
Yeah, speaking of using them, I want people to understand that we are not the ones executing the trade or needing to do anything other than allow our Bitcoins to participate in these trades.
Yeah, so I'm a simple dude. I mean, I like things that are simple. That's the bottom line. And for me to try to teach people how to do this, which I wouldn't be the one, but even to get people to teach, you've probably been through this. I mean, you've seen it, like how many coaches and consultants there are out there right now trying to teach people how to trade with Forex and other things like that. I'm not dogging on that. That's cool. I'm just telling you that I did it for 10 years and I couldn't even hardly understand all the ins and outs of charts by the time I was done. That was my career. So for us, we knew that we needed a simple model that people could come in and they could actually just participate. Now, we do have training that we're adding back there. So if people do want to take that to the next level, yeah, we're going to be teaching people. We have several different modules. So if people want to do it on their own, they're more than welcome to. But I would think that probably a good 90% of people will allow us to do it and just work with the experts, because that's the smartest way to do it. We take all emotion out of the game and it's strictly mathematics with us.
Wonderful. So that removes a lot of weight from people like myself that have not been involved in the world of sports.
Sure.
To say, that the vehicle may be something that we don't engage with, but the way that it makes money is transparent. And so, and also what I'm doing is I'm leveraging people that are sports junkies and just deeply into the game, which may not be my forte, but it's theirs. And so as a marketer, as someone that sees an opportunity to bring to the masses, I see the mass appeal in this, and that's why I'm here. Second thing that I want to mention is I love the fact that not only do you guys have some of the best traders, which by the way, this isn't just flipping a coin. It's data analysis. It's not just looking at the actual players. It's looking at numbers and charts and graphs, things that we look at in the forex or cryptocurrency trading space, but they look at it in the sports world. On top of that deep analysis, the money management side, it should not be ignored, because that is an extra precaution that you guys are taking, is to make sure that you're not too heavily in any one trade. That even if that particular trade out of some randomness goes the other way, that you guys just put a minor portion of it to recoup from the overall wins of the trading. And third thing that I want to mention is in regards to the payouts. There's actually many different verticals of participation. There is coming in and using this platform as a daily avenue, which that is calculated based on last month's winning ratios. Is that correct? Can you comment on that?
Yeah, you may talk just a little bit on that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we reset what we call our trader bonus on the 15th of every month, and it's based on the previous 30 days profits. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've all seen these companies out there that are promising 3, 4, 5% every single day for the rest of time. And I think if we all use our common sense, we know that that's not realistic. So what we do is we are actually basing our trading bonus, on what we're doing, which we're super transparent with as well.
That is so rare and so refreshing to find. So people can participate in one of three ways, from my understanding. One is as a passive individual that participates in the daily earnings, which can range anywhere from 0.25% per day up to whatever that month's. Is there upper?
The max would be 2%. Yeah.
So 0.25 to 2%, which even if it's 0.25, that's about 7.5% a month.
Yes.
The second way that people can participate is in the passive way, as well as in the active way of building an organization, earning a upfront unit-level commission, as well as a binary match, which can be extremely powerful because it's infinite depth. And the third way, which I haven't looked too deeply into, is as a retail customer, as a spectator of the sport. Can you comment on that? Because I think
So I want to comment on all three, if that's okay. But in regards to the the trader bonus, the maximum, the minimum, that's what we call it. The minimum being that 0.25%. Truthfully, that wasn't really designed for someone to come in and just be passive. And what it was designed for, truthfully, is people that may not have the skill sets as other people. We don't all have gifts and talents where we can go out there and personally bring in 100 people, and we just don't all have that. So we wanted to give the opportunity for the masses to definitely still be able to participate in the sports trading side of it. So we try to remove that word passive because it has a negative connotation. In my opinion, it automatically throws us into the investor category, which we're not. We just got to be careful of that. So I wanted to mention that side of it. But in regards to the retail side, we have some cool things that people are really attracted to. Right now, we have what we call the game of the week. So every week as a company, we select a few games, or they're what we call locks. That means that our handicappers have given us the highest probability possible of the outcome of the game. And as a retail customer, you can actually purchase tokens, not from the company, but from our members. So Sal, you could actually go out there and share your link with people that don't have any interest in network marketing at all, but they might have an interest in sports and participating in it. So they could actually purchase tokens from you. You would earn a 10% commission for selling the tokens. And then in addition to that, they could use the tokens towards our game of the week. We have a drawing pool once a month. Like right now, October 12th through the 26th is our drawing pool right now, where people can earn a $10,000 shopping spree. just in time for the holidays. It's only 50 tokens to get involved, right? And you can put as much as 500 tokens if you'd like. That would be 10 different drawings. So we're creating some cool ways that, the public can come in here and see, what this movement is all about. So let me ask you a question. I know that maybe this wasn't the way the interview was going, but let's say you had someone that liked sports or they liked the opportunity to have a $10,000 shopping spree. We also have one that's giving away Super Bowl tickets that as well that people can participate in. For me personally, if someone said, hey, we've got this game of the week, if you'd like to purchase some tokens, right now it's like $40, you could do it and just play around. People are going to get a taste of that. It's like a free sample almost as a health company. And that will create several upgrades for you for people that didn't even consider being part of the membership. So I think it's important to understand that that's a big movement for our company from a retail perspective as well.
And so this allows people that are not interested in the network marketing side, but not interested in the income stream side. They're more into just, I want to participate in a game that is happening, and from that, if they actually grow their tokens, are they able to convert it in a way where they can utilize that token for?
Yeah. So here's the deal. Like last night we had, I'll just give you an example. Last night we had Michigan Wolverines and Penn State. That was our college game of the week. Okay. And we had Michigan plus 7.5. That means that they could lose by 7.5 points and we would still win. I don't know if you saw the score. That probably not, because you're not a sports guy. They lost by 7. Okay. So we won. We at half point, we won. Yeah. So what that means is if someone put in 100 tokens, they actually got 175 tokens back, because there's some odds on there and there's some brokerage fees that go included. But they put in 100 tokens, they got 175 back in what we call earned tokens. Now, when you have earned tokens, those are withdrawable. Okay, you can withdraw those at any time, and they go on that night's payout. So as long as you do it before midnight. So you've got people that have no network marketing interest at all that are getting paid tokens that are immediately converted to Bitcoin, by the way. So that's the way it works.
Okay, I think there's enough of a vision and interesting points here for people to take a more in-depth, full presentation look. One final topic that I did want to discuss is the entry level of what it takes to participate, and that there are different sizes of levels that you can come in at, but the minimum to taste test this to begin to earn is 0.01 Bitcoin, correct?
That's right.
And you can snowball that through your earnings on a daily basis, through your commissions, through the binaries and whatnot, to scale that up to, I believe, up to 5 Bitcoins.
Yeah. So, I mean, our top package is 5 Bitcoin. So, you start at 0.1, you're going to have a chance at any time to upgrade by paying the difference between the package you purchase and the next package. That's completely up to you. But, we have some people that they like staying at the lower levels. And then we have several people that are playing at the very high levels. I always say this, do what's best for you and your family. Don't be silly with it. Just be smart. I mean, we want this to be a good thing for people.
Absolutely. So that about wraps up our initial introduction to both James and this amazing, unique model that I don't think many of us who've been in the crypto space for many, many years have seen. We've seen a lot of the same rewashed concept or same packaging of mining or trading or arbitrage, which again, they can be profitable, but to provide something unique and different that the masses, that our friends that are not in the world of make money online or network marketing or cryptocurrency can also participate in, and for us to be able to have fun while we build a business, to actually look forward to a game, to come together as a nation that is spanned across the world, because it's an international opportunity, and come together and cheer for the same team, or be involved in sports in a way where it's actually profitable for us. And so I'm seeing the bigger vision of how this appeals to the masses. Hopefully you do as well. And James, really appreciate your time, as you've been a very generous individual with not just everything that you've informed me about, but what you're doing, leading from the front, being in front of the marketing, to do the webinars yourself, to actually provide marketing funnels and content and tools to set up corporate events. It's going to be really, really cool to take this show on the road and hop around from city to city, lighting up people's imaginations and their income. So really appreciate everything that you're doing and looking forward to our growth ahead.
That's my pleasure. Thanks, Sal. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.